Bonobonushkis. Live. Hello, good morning. Oh wait, do I have my sound turned up? I do not. I do not. Good morning, Arnhole and Zara and Genius and Palin. How's it going? Good morning, Tritobus. How are you all doing? Morning, Nick. Bunnies are in a slightly awkward position. I was trying to do their medicine before stream today, but because the morning Carl, morning Sapphire, morning Revan, because of the broken syringe, it took so much longer than I thought it would. Harry, thank you very much for the 29 months. For some reason I didn't hear the alert go off then. Have I not turned my sound up? Oh, no, it's just taking its time. There it is. It's just delayed. Thank you very much. How are you doing? Good morning, Monday. Good morning, Striker and Saffron and Dawincy. And did I say Sapphire? Good morning, Cow. Mobs, thank you very much for the 28 months. Bronk and Buns. Yes. Yes. It do be like that. Don't it, bunnies? Do you want your breakfast? Have you waited long enough? Have you deemed it a long enough wait for your breakfast? There you go. Good morning, Ravane. Morning, Monmouth. Morning, Max. I get to catch a bun soon because I had the doctor this morning. Oh, I hope everything went okay. Morning, Mexicos. I missed you this week. What have you been up to? Good morning, Molly. I realised I forgot to... Good morning, Bubble. Bubble, did you have a good birthday? I don't know if I asked yesterday. You're in Vegas. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to... I realised I forgot to put Fifi's blankets down. So I'm just going to leave you with the munching Banoois, and I'll just go and put those down quickly. So, enjoy. We go. All blanketed now. Didn't do a lot, but my family came over and it was nice and chill. Oh, that's good. That sounds nice. Nice chill one. What was I gonna say? What was I going to say? You couldn't sleep well these last few nights. I've been sleeping a bit too well. Like Alex came in to say bye to me when he went out to do his exercise, and I just didn't stir at all. I was fast asleep. Honkshu and Mimi. I normally I'll sort of wake up when I feel him like lean on the bed. Here you have a very fluffy tummy. But not a peep. I need to decide what to do about the bunny's medicine. Good morning, owls. Because I need to get a new syringe. So I might just have to order their next lot of medicine early so I can use that syringe and hope that one doesn't break. Really, I should have saved one from before as a spare. Good morning, Tom. Honk so hoed like a pro. I did. Out driving, so it's podcast buns this morning. I was asleep before midnight last night, trying to stick to it. I definitely wasn't asleep before midnight, but I slept in till like 9, which I've not done in a hot minute. So I don't know why I slept so much. I guess I needed it. I turned off my alarm the night before because I was like, I don't need to get up early, and yeah, slept all the way through. But I don't know if it's because we're back in our bedroom, and I seem to wake up earlier if I sleep in the back bedroom because it doesn't face the road. You can have the curtains open, and it lets in. You're just waking up with like natural light, whereas our bedroom tends to stay quite dark. Today was my day off, so I had one hell of a sleep in. It was great. Oh, that's good. Good morning, lazy bot. Morning, Kraken. Recently taken melatonin. It's been great for me. How's the boy? He's been a little bit snuffy. But we're still just like waiting for results on his thing. I've ordered some stuff to start nebulizing him, so I'm hoping that will help his snuffs as well. But I need to dig out the nebulizer because I've not used it for like, oh my goodness, I guess near on 4 years. Good morning, Chris. Morning, David. You mean Tab's room? Well, it's the room of many little ones. It's been Gizmo's room, Mochi's room, Tab's room, Ripley's room. It's the general floof room, but it is a cozy room to snooze in. Good morning, Attack. But yes, the Iron Rooster protects. They do. Oh yeah, I guess it's been the Rithian room as well. The grass shoots for the bunnies have really started to come up now. There was like, it's amazing, there was nothing there the night before, and I like sprinkled a little bit of Giulietta, because Giulietta left some, she still had some like cocoa coir soil behind, so I was like, oh, I'll just sprinkle that on top because it is good quality soil. So I like sprinkled it over because it was raining, and I was like, oh, it's gonna, morning Joe, it's gonna just, get watered already. And then like 12 hours later, less than 12 hours later maybe, looked out and there's like this little blanket of little shoots. I guess whatever the weather was doing was just right for the grass. And there's more come up today. The only problem is chocolate soil. No, do not eat the soil. The only problem is because I had like patted it down, but then I obviously like scrumpled it up when I was putting the seeds in. So now it's really uneven. I'm like, oh, it's a bit too late for me to level it out now because all the grass has started growing, and I'll ruin it if I start leveling it now. But I guess once the grass has grown longer, it'll hopefully cover it up. Eat the ground grass chocolate. No. So it might be time to start ordering some, because I'm hoping that in like maybe like a week or two's time, it might be green enough to tempt the bunnies out. So I'll aim for then. I guess I'll aim for September as a time to have some more plants in the garden to lure them buns. Maybe I should order them a little hide so they can have a safe space out there as well. Gerry will be like, I prefer the blue carpet, probably. Probably. And we've got like some garden waste disposal things so we can clear out the rest of it. It doesn't taste like carpet. True. But yeah, I just need to decide what we're gonna get out there. I can't decide whether to put another raised bed out there for some interesting smells for the buns, or whether to just stick with pots. But yeah, the distinguished gentleman, he is. Have you put up a hawk net? No. No, but they won't be out there unsupervised. The little buns. I've been sort of holding off putting plants out there whilst the grass was still like obvious seed, because we don't really get any insects in that part of the garden, so therefore you don't really get any birds in that part of the garden. And I thought, oh, if I start putting like lavender and other flowers out there, it's going to start getting the insects, which might attract the birds, and then the birds might start eating the seed. So I've managed to get away with it at the moment. There's no evidence of anything trying to eat anything out there. So hopefully, once it's all taken, I'll be able to start getting some plants out there, and then the little ones might follow. How are you going to explain the concept of sky to Gerry? I think the main thing I'll need to try and explain the concept of is the sound of seagulls and the neighbours, because that seems to be what bothers the bunnies the most, is when they stick their heads out and all of a sudden they just hear like whack, and they're like, nope, I don't like this. Good morning, Shy. It's been so long since I joined that I've had a Twitch identity change. Aww. Well, welcome back as Shy. I hope you're doing well. The neighbours, yeah, we have a very noisy neighbour. He seems to only be able to speak at, like, his quiet voice is shouting for me, sort of thing. So he's just Oh, Raina, good morning. Good morning, Stig. What did you say? Yeah, he'd literally like, you just go outside and you'd be like, morning, and he'd be like, morning, all right, how's it going? You're like, ah. But yeah, the seagulls do like to scream around here as well. Is this neighbour who tried to shoot the seagulls? No, it's the neighbour on the other side that has the gun for the, I mean, maybe they'd shoot clay seagulls. I think it's just for clay pigeons for now. Good morning, Loboto. Good morning, Poke. But yeah, it's Snuff. Hopefully, we'll be able to get the bunnies some vitamin D. And I'm hoping as well that it would just be nice to, like, I don't know, I wonder if there's such a thing as a ground level chair, like you used to get in Animal Crossing, where it would be like, it's just like a little floor seat. I know you could just sit on the floor, but it's got a cushion. I wonder if I could get one of those for the garden so I can just sit in with the bunnies and do some reading. Because that would be nice. To sit in there a little bit and get covered in spiders and centipedes. Like a mat. It's sort of like, it's literally, they're just like that, but they have a cushion on the inside. So you lean them up against a wall and on the floor, and it just provides like a little bit of like cushioning, but I can't remember the name of them. It's for sitting at low Japanese tables. Yeah, those ones. Oh my gosh, this has reminded me of the fact that to be honest, I would very happily have a froggy chair. It's a small price to pay for a froggy chair. One of my favourite, like, teenage era bands are coming to Bristol. I didn't even know they were still blooming going. But I was looking at the Instagram Reels earlier. Oh, is it stories? Yeah, stories. And someone I know had posted that they were going to go to see them. And I was like, oh my gosh, they're still going. So the fact that I saw like MCR and Placebo last year, and now it's a band called The Used, and they're coming back, and I was just like, oh my gosh, next you'll be telling me that like Taking Back Sunday are touring or something. It's just so weird. It's so weird that they're all like, I don't know, I guess you just sort of assume, oh, are you gonna snuff? You got a snuff face. You snuffer? The Used and Taking Back Sunday never left. I know, I guess I just like stopped. I guess I moved on from listening to those sorts of bands, and then I sort of assumed that they've all like, oh, he is a snuff. He is a snuff. He's a snuff. You snuffy baby. Oh, sorry. I forget. I still stream. I am just talking to the boy. But yeah, like I've not seen that. When would I have last seen The Used? I must have been like 17 or something. Like it's a long time ago. I still listen to them every summer. Whenever it gets warm, I'll start listening to The Used. Because they've got a song that's like, I'm melting. And every time someone says, oh, I'm melting today, I'll be like, I must go and listen to the song. It is now that time of year where I listen to it. So yeah, I really hope, I think tickets go on sale in 2 days. So I really hope I get one. But I don't know anyone else who likes them. So I might just have to either drag Alix or I guess go on my own. But yeah, I don't think Kirsty really listened to them. Kirsty didn't even listen to Placebo. So when we were watching them in Milton Keynes, she was like, no, don't know any of this. I was like, oh, it's just me and Lydia being very hyped. They would have been at Slam Dunk this year, but had to cancel for personal reasons. Aww. Stinky. So Placebo at a festival I went to, and I just stood there like, okay, what? No, that's so good. But I guess a lot of it is just the fact I've listened to them since before you were born, Anhole. Placebo at my jam, yeah. Rob and I did Placebo at karaoke the other day. I don't know if anyone else really knew who they were. Good morning, Bassett. How you doing? I was big into Placebo as a teen and got back into them like years ago. Oh my gosh, they're so good. There's one Placebo CD that I bought. Oh no, I didn't buy it 3 times, but I had it 3 times. Because I think maybe my friend made me like a dodgy copy, and then I was like, no, I'm going to buy it properly. Or maybe I had a proper copy, and then someone borrowed it, and I bought it again, and then like a special edition came out, so I bought that one. But either way, I ended up having this album like 3 times over. Because I just really loved it. I first saw them when I was 15 or 16, I think, and I had a really horrible time. So it was really like therapeutic to go and see them last year and have a good time, be in just like a better place in life, not in Milton Keynes. Just mentally, I mean. It was nice getting to see the redemption, see them. What a megalomaniac. But yeah, it's just, I can't believe the used are coming to Bristol. I'm trying to think who else would be good. There's still people who I never got to see. Like, I was always determined that Travis were going to be the first band I ever saw. And here we are, like, 20 years after my first ever gig I went to, and I've never seen Travis. But to be fair, my first gig was Linkin Park, which is still a pretty good first gig to have. Good morning, Hanson. I never got to see Regina Spektor. I think if ever I could go and see her, she would be like, you saw Fuzzy last year? Oh my gosh. Judas in my mind. Beep, 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 boo. Oh. I'll see Regina one day. It'd be so good. So good. Good morning, Lee. But yeah. What about the Zootons? Oh my gosh, Muse and the Zootons. Now that takes me back. Were Zootons the ones that were like, can't get this pressure point out of my head? Was that with the doo-doo-doo-doo? Was that the Zootons? I remember going to see The Cure in Manchester, and they were supported by Elbow. And this was when Elbow weren't very well known. Elbow were really good. And then The Cure didn't even do Love Cats, and I was so sad. That's them. Nice. Oh, Fifi. Oh, Fifi. Sheesh mush. Haven't had Elbow in years. They were really good. Like, there was some sort of like technical difficulty. So they came up with this like, oh, big yawn. They came up with this like technical difficulties song on the spot, and it was really good. I wish I had the technology to record it at the time. First concert was James Rain. I don't think I know James Rain. Oh, you went to see Tool? Oh my gosh, that takes me back as well. Hello. Hello. Yeah, Jimkins in front of your balcony in the Alps. Ah, nice. Hello. First Placebo and then The Cure. Yeah. Yeah. I can't think of any other bands that would fit in that theme. But I guess it does make sense. But then I got to see Placebo again. So, big yawn to make the technology tired so it stops being difficult. Yes, just calm it down being EP. I did get to go to a lot of good bands. Do you know, the annoying thing is I still remember the gigs that I missed that I wish I had have gone to. Like, there was a time when my friend was like, I've heard about this band. I think you would like them. They're performing at a pub in Southampton. They're called My Chemical Romance. And I listened to them and I really liked them. And I was like, oh, but can I be willing to travel all the way down to Southampton? I was like, I'll probably get to see them later. And then that was like just before they really blew up. I was like, oh, I wish I had gone to that gig. Um, I got to see Bright Eyes a few times, which was nice every time. Good morning, Swan. But I would like to see them again. Never got to see Death Cab for Cutie. I think they all always just think they're still going. Bright Eyes is always really good. Yeah. I think I got to see them twice probably and once at a festival. So I didn't see them very well that time, but the other two times I saw them on Valentine's Day, the first time many years ago, and then the next time I saw them was like the day before my niece was born. So I guess that was 12 years ago. And I went to stay with Alex, and that's when we decided that to make it official, that we were officially going out, sort of thing. So that was a very lovely weekend. I got a new niece, got to see Bright Eyes, got a boyf. It was a productive weekend, that one. I think one of my favorite gigs I got to go to was there's a band called Head Automatica who I wanted to see for years and years and years, and I had booked to see them twice over a few years. And the main singer, this guy called Daryl Palumbo, he had Crohn's disease. So every time he would fly to the UK, something about the flight would kick it off and he would end up horrendously ill, bless him, and the gig would be cancelled. So I had that happen twice. And then there was just this announcement that he was like, do you know what? American healthcare system, I know, but I found these drugs. They're ridiculously expensive, but I'm going to take them. And my gosh, I'm going to perform in the UK. So he came over with his like really expensive medication and he finally got to do a gig and it was so good. Everyone was so hyped because we'd all been waiting for so long for this gig to finally happen. And he was so happy to finally be able to like do this tour. And it was, that was a really good gig. I was very happy to finally see them. But yeah, good times. Good times. But I don't really go to gigs anymore. I guess I got to see Longest Johns and Daddy Freya the other year. And of course the MCR and Placebo one. But other than that, I don't really go out to them. Gerry, what are you doing? I think it just became like I stopped going to festivals because they were just too busy and too stinky and too noisy, too overbooked. But like nowadays I'd occasionally go to like, what about that band with the Dead Nuts? I got to film the Dead Nuts at YogCon, but I've not been to a gig of theirs other than that one. But yeah, you filming them was awesome. Yeah, it was a very interesting thing to film. I hadn't really done anything like that before, that sort of live show. Which was good. It's time now for you to talk about Incubus. I got to see Incubus. They were very good. I think I only saw them the once. Lee, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you very much for the 31 months. I'd happily go and see Incubus again. Oh my gosh. I was very big into them back in the day. I think I've not seen them since I was 16. Have you ever seen Coldplay? Big yawn. I got to see, I almost said Steve Martin, but that's the actor, Chris Martin. I got to go and see him do, my mum won tickets to go and see him do a radio recording. So I got to be in a room with him and about like 20 other people, just watching him like perform on the radio live. He was really good. He seemed like a very lovely guy. But I guess that doesn't really count as Coldplay themselves, but just the main fella. But yeah, he was very good. It's a very recognizable voice. Yeah. But I used to quite like Coldplay back in the day, but their gigs were always just a bit too big, I think. You saw Incubus as your first gig? Nice! So, when I went to see Incubus, I think I went to see them twice. Basically, I had my first, when I was like 16, I had my first like breakup, and I was like devastated at the time. And my mum didn't know how to cheer me up, so she started entering competitions for things she thought I would like to do. So she entered this competition to meet Incubus and go and see them at a gig, and she won. So we got to go and see Incubus, and then we went backstage and we met them. Actually, we met them backstage before we went on. Before they went on. We did the gig. They stayed in the audience. And I was so nervous because, you know, I was a teenage meeting like this heartthrob band. And I remember sort of I took an album to get it signed, and oh, thank you, Lazy Butts, for the treats. And I remember going along the line, getting it signed, and one of them said to me, he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm so nervous." He was like, "Okay, give me a hand." And he like took my hand in his and he started massaging it, and he was like, "This should help to calm you down." And I was like, "Please, sir, I'm a teenage girl and you're holding my hand. This is not calming me down." And then I got to give the singer a hug, and Mike Eisinger, the guitarist, said to my mum that I seemed very sweet. But oh my gosh, that was a really lovely time. The only bad thing, Fifi, no. The only bad thing was Fifi. I can see what you're thinking. She's in naughty mode. The only bad thing was the photographer lost the photos. So there were photos, and we gave him all of our email addresses to be sent these photos of us meeting the band, and they just never sent them. So there's no proof of it, sadly. Only, well, I guess other than the signed album, but it is just memories. Why isn't Gerry telling her off? Gerry is blissfully unaware of what's happening. Fifi will get about 5 seconds into humping Gerry before he realizes what's happening. He'll just be sat there like, wait, hey. Fifi, are you still thinking about it? No. Little pickles. Living his himbo life. He is. Fifi does have some serious speed. She's like a pneumatic drill. When she gets on there, she's just like, bunny goes. She really do. My mum also won tickets to go and see a band called Cub, who I absolutely loved back in the day. So I got to meet them as well, and I got their set list, and that was very good. But yeah, she used to win a lot of tickets for things. She's very, very blessed, very lucky. he's like, guess you could have your treat now. Although, Gerry, you do seem quite cozy. Did everyone see the beautiful pastel pictures that Zinta did? It's so lovely. So lovely. The one on my bucket list is VNV Nation. I am not aware. I do not know who that is. Trying to think if there's anyone I would really like to see. I guess Regina Spektor would be the big one just because I never did get to see her. I would also love to see Ye Banished Privateers just because they seem like they would be absolute fun. But I've checked and they just stick around like Germany. They never really come to the UK that I've seen. That would be amazing. I remember getting to go and see oh my gosh, the name escapes me. What are they called? I had the name on the tip of my brain and it is gone. Oh my goodness. They did Deloused in the Comatorium. Prog rock band. What are they called? That's going to wind me up now. People. I think one of the best gigs I ever went to was Battles. Battles were amazing because I remember I used to love that first album. What was it called? Atlas? And I was like, how on earth can they perform this live? Because it's like ridiculous, the things that they do. I was like, how are they're not going to be able to do anything live. They're just going to have to play their album because how are they going to do this? And they did it all. And I just remember being stood there amazed, just like, oh my gosh, they do actually just do everything. Like they would just hold that. I mean, unless you've heard the album, it's very difficult to describe, but they would just like put the guitars down on the floor and be hitting them and stuff. And I was like, okay, no, fair play. But that was a very difficult band to sing along to because I didn't know any of the words because the lyrics are very, well, oh, have you decided you want your treat now? Have you decided it is time? Okay, Gerry, come with me. Here we go. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You munch. Oh, Go-Go Badella are really good. I've seen them. They were good fun. Gerry, no run away. I give you all the mint and then you can save the spinach. You're okay, Fifi. Okay, I'll get some spinach out for you so you can enjoy. There we go. my tummy listening to the munching sounds. Oh, do you want this? There we go. Is that nice? You flicky feet away. Well done, Fifi. Good munching. Good munching. Deep, 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 deep. There we go. Oh, sorry. Is he EB now? I think he's still fairly awake. But he'll get there. I just remembered I bought the buddies a new toy and then I've just forgotten to give it to them. It's one that you... Oh, look, they're both cleaning their faces. Both getting ready for a little date together. The boy has had a long morning of eating mint and spinach and needs a small sleep. He do. Look at that little folded in hand. Look at your little tuck paw. Little Gerry, one paw out. Look at he. So well tucked. If the weather allows me to go to work by bike today, I might meet some wild rabbits. I need to think what to do today, because I finished the freelance stuff I was doing. So I could either just have a chill one, or I might do something. Maybe I'll see if I can work on something for me. Would that be nice? Or I can just, stick my face in a bunny and sleep for 3 hours. There is always that option. Play Paleo all day. That's also a good option. Well, I did a little bit of it last night, but then Alex wanted to do Baldur's Gate, so did some of that instead, which is very different vibes. But I've been enjoying it. I'm playing as a sort of like himbo wood elf. So literally everything that someone's just like, blindly trust me please, I'm just like, oh okay. Oh, boop, 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 boop. Or if there's an option to be like, stick your hand in the mysterious thing, I'm like, okay. It's good. It is Kirsty Day today. Are you dating Shadowheart yet? Nope. Nope. What class did you pick? So I am a wood elf ranger. And good morning, Limewood. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the characters that you meet. But he was very taken with the first one. Well, not the first one, because the first one is Shadowheart, but the proper first one, who isn't her, or the other one. The first one you meet on the, well, no, I'm gonna stop trying to, the grey-haired one. Does that narrow it down a bit more? Why date anyone except Shadowheart? Just disapproves of everything I do. Gerry, look at you. How do you still look like such a baby? Oh. He's so handsome. So handsome. Oh no, not Schnuffers. Not Dash Novoj. I accidentally made Henry Cavill Gumbo as my character. Wait, what? Oh, himbo. I was like gumbo. Okay, that makes more sense. Oh, Snuffy boy. Oh no, he's so snuffy. Why he got a big sniffer? Huh? Why he do the sniffer, eh? Huh? Why he snuff? He's a snuffy boy. See that snuffy is little snuffer lamp. You know that snuffy can tell me to the boo. Sorry, again. Forgot I was streaming for the briefest of moments. Sometimes I just talk to the boy and I forget the world exists. Please tell me if my chatting on Zelda streams is annoying. I'm trying to think. See, the problem is when I'm like on when I'm on the main channel, I sort of just, because I'm like chatting to two other people, I tend to forget that I'm streaming, and I do sometimes forget to check chat. It's like we said, oh, we love Han. That's what it says on the main YouTube. But yeah, there was one time when someone messaged me after a stream, and they said something like, oh, I hope you don't mind that I said this, or that I suggested this, or something like this. I was like, I literally did not even see it. So if ever I ignore something in main chat, it's literally just that I'm concentrating on talking to Sarah and Shadow, and I'm playing the game, and I just don't see. Yeah, Shadow's sort of more able to can't stop me because I can't read. Who is this Hans? Let's go kiss Hans. Yeah, Shadow just is obviously like she's watching the stream anyway, so watches the chat. But because it's on like a monitor and it's the furthest part of the monitor away from the screen that you're watching, so it's just remembering to look over sometimes. And then also like sometimes if I do read it, I'm like, do I reply? Because I'm aware that it's going out as a VOD, so people won't be able to read the chat. So I'm like, well, if I respond to this, does it ruin it for people when they're watching it back? So I never really know what to do. It's like I never know whether to read out sub messages and such. Hello. How haven't you broken Shadow with all the jokes? Shadow is just the same as me. Shadow is just as much of a pun nerd. We are very equal in our love of dad jokes. Munch, 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 munch. He is Munch the Pooh. Boo, 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 boo. Is that nice? Going back for more seconds. Beautiful. It's Nightjack gets broken by Tears of the Kingdom streams. True. This do be true. So yeah, today is Kirsty Day and today is Stonewall Day. We will be doing a design in a Minecraft quilt for a big pride quilt. So Kirsty and I will be doing that together at 2 our time. We should be good. We have to finish at 5 because Alex has pee-pee. But that should give us plenty of time to do at least one. Oh. I wasn't sure if Vivi was going to carry on running over. Oh my gosh. So, there's been pee-pee. There's been a few things recently that have made me feel happy dog. Alex says what? Pitch, please. He'll be recording his pee-pee. There's 3 pee-pees in Yogg's, the extended Yogg's multiverse. Oh, Fifi. Hang on a second. Hang on. Oh, her eye is really weepy. The Fifi is weepy. Let me go that. There we go. There we go. Wait, hold still. She's always like, but Mom. There you go. Is that a bit better? See, the problem is because Gerry's not been feeling very well. He's not been as good at keeping Fifi nice and clean. So her eye has been suffering a little bit for it, but hopefully now he's getting a bit better. He will give her nice kisses. What was I saying? Oh yeah, because there's parsec pals, there's pitch please, and there's peculiar portions. So yeah, there's lots of Phoebe's been giving Gerry lots of kisses. Yeah, but like varying degrees of them. As you can see, she wants to give the summer kisses. But yeah, there's been a few things that have made me happy recently, which has been nice. So there's just stuff like seeing people say nice things about me being in the ta-ta-ta, and then just being more included in things because of doing ta-ta-ta. So there's been like, I got asked to do the Minecraft Pictionary Gartic phone thingy, which was nice. And then I got included in like this big group thing for Minecraft characters that Cosy and I talked about the other day. And it's just, sorry, I am fishing tufts out of Gerry's bum, so I wasn't really paying attention to where the phone was. But then the main one the other day was when Lewis did the video, and oh, there's also one thing I can't talk about, which is very exciting. Then you got asked to do task box. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for there to be more task box. I do love it. And then there's secrets. But then the one of the main ones was when Lewis did that short and he was talking about like, oh, you know, the Yogscast isn't just Lewis and Simon anymore. He was like, you know, it's a group of people, and he was like, it's Duncan, it's Ozzy, it's Rythian, it's Bryony, and I was like, oh my gosh, he said my name. Because I guess, like, I appreciate that a lot of the people, you know, I'm not really someone who is one of the most known people in Yogs, because I don't tend to do stuff. Well, until this year, I didn't really do stuff on the main channel, and either the Twitch or the YouTube. So I just never would. I'm just used to it being, you know, who is that? So it's just really nice to be like, oh my gosh, that's me. That's me. A little bit of history with my name on it. So it made me happy. Which is nice. Back in the day, there would have been a Yogscast Bryony and Kirsty channel. He no longer just the one with the longest hair. True. Who knows about my corruption of Rythian? Rythian is the naughty one. He corrupted me. I was so sweet and innocent until that Rythian came along. My goodness. Do you know what? There was a video of, I think Sid posted a video of Rythian yesterday. And Rythian sent Kirsty and I a screenshot. He was like, what have you two done? And all of the comments, it was just a screenshot of all of the comments saying classic Rythian. We were like, we have single-handedly just destroyed your reputation. Yay! Classic Rythian. I remember one of the strangest things for me when I joined Yogs. One of the strangest things for me was anytime I did anything with Rythian or mentioned Rythian, people would be like, oh my gosh, he's so salty, he's so angry. And because I had never played, like, I knew, like, Stardew Rythian and, you know, one of my closest friends Rythian, and I'd never seen that side to him before. And I was just like, why do people say this stuff? And obviously I know now that it's like the meme from the Civs and stuff like that. But I was just like, I just never would have put the two together. But yeah, I also remember like more than Secondonian. I also remember when I first was doing Stardew with him, and so many people would be like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to see like it's so nice to see another side to Rythian when he does these. He's so chill, he's so calm. And I was like, this is like the only side of him that I ever see. And then obviously we started doing Minecraft together and I started winding him up. So I see it now. It's come full circle. Now we wind him up. Like that clip from the Minecraft Championship. Wait, which one? Oh, Snoovy, 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 Snoovy. Can you force Rythian to read more unhinged Tumblr combos? Oh, wee. Oh my gosh, speaking of Vizty, I saw someone who looked so like Vizty at the weekend, to the point where I was so close to messaging and being like, are you in Bristol? It was truly bizarre. But I don't think Vizty is in Bristol. I would hope she would have mentioned it if she was. Maybe. If I remember correctly, you managed to achieve the intro trifecta over your first 3 episodes. In the first, he introduced you. In the second, he missed you. And in the third, he mistook you for someone else. Here's a fun fact. Here's a fun fact for one of the TTT introductions that got edited out. There's an introduction where I was just watching. I was not paying attention to anything. And I was watching Nowsy dance. And Lewis comes over and he's like, hello, Nowsy. And he's like, hello. And then he's like, hello, Bridie. And then there's a pause. And then I'm just like, oh, hello. After that, but it got edited out. After that, Lewis went, Bridie, you're ruining the introduction. I was like, oh, no. After that, I was like, I'm not being invited back to DDT again. I was just so distracted by the little egg pants. Hansan, thank you for gifting us up to Monday. But yeah, thankfully that got taken out. So it didn't look as if I had been as useless as I was. Thankfully. Tee-hee-hee-hee-hee. Oh, and yeah, there was a time when he just forgot to introduce me, and I didn't know whether I should say anything, so I just stayed quiet. Because I was just like, should I just be like, hello, I'm here too? Yeah. Dear oh dear. Smushy. Look at these zeros, mushy butt. Look at these zeros. You like these butt scritches? Well, I guess it is time. Hello, anal droid. What have I joined to? Butt scritches. I guess it's time for me to head off. I don't get that. Why don't you do other content? Well, to be honest, from what I've seen on the Yogg's YouTube comments, it's like 50%, like, well, I don't know, more than that. It seems to be like 70% people just having a good time. But then the 30% that's left, like 50% of that are people being like, why don't you do more TTT? And then the other half are people going, why do you always do TTT? So it seems like you can't really win. I guess as long as not everyone is saying blah, 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 you may as well just roll with it. Just do what you want to do. Gremlins can't be pleased. True. Woody? Oh my gosh. Should we go to Woody? But yeah. But yes. Or just people being like, I remember back when it was just these people and now it's all changed and I don't know anymore what the who and the why anymore. So yeah. It's just, you just can't please everyone. So you may as well just please yourself. Hey, Gerry? Hey, Gerry? Hello. Hello. So I don't ever ask for any more MMO content. I don't know. Oh, sorry. I just accidentally touched the Pete's. The boy was not happy. Well, everyone, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I'll be back at 2 with Kirsty doing some Minecraft. But until then, have very lovely days. And I will see some of you later. And the rest of you, I won't. It's just how it works. So be good. And look after yourselves. Oh, she's scratching. You get it. You get that little Pete. Yeah. Nice. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. No, don't attack. Hello, Gerry. Raid gun? Nice. Thank you. Squishy, 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 squishy cheeks. Do you want squishes? No.